This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, a pick six on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle it and play their game and defend that advantage.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
He'll get this one to Patrick. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line. The
first carry now. This is Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
14, buddy.
Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from 19 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Seahawks 6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Block it in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Walker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Wilson. And it's going to be caught by Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. This second and 4.
Go, 14. Go, 14, 14, got it. 12.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
14, buddy.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On second down, Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14. Seahawks 6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
13 next.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And now Smith going to change the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This now a 3rd and 4. Now they'll change things up. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Walker. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now Geno on 1st down. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1st down now with that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, let's go Sunday, Sunday. Let's go right now. 13 next.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
Third down and 13.
Hey, trio left.
Geno now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Push him. Let's see what they can do on third down. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it will be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on second down is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 33 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, it's Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Oh. Strike.
Now it's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he looked down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
50.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Fielded at the 33. There's the stiff arm. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
That's good.
Lockett, the man in motion. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And going right back to Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. They'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Boy, that was certainly well done defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled it for just a short gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Seahawks 13. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Smith on 1st down. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Smith throwing again. This complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 15-yard line. A big play here. 3rd and 2. Smith going to move him around. And Walker once more. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. On 1st down, Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams. 33 yards. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
35. Seahawks 20. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Smith to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Hey, alert.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Seahawks 20. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now it's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the Seahawks 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And some room to work. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
40-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
What? Check. Friday.
Now Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy from 21 yards away. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Smith here, an audible at the line. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
there he goes, right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
They run it again with Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Now Geno. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And now Smith going to change the play. Geno now to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Goes to Patrick. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3rd and 2. Now an audible here into something else. Smith going to move him around. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll try the air now with Smith. Looking left sideline, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Smith and Jigba with the grab. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
36 power.
They begin the drive with Williams. Taking it right down Broadway. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. Touchdown Broncos! Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On the counter, it's Walker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And quickly, they get to the line.
2 yards on the play.
And Walker once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hey, trio left. Check 58.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Check 59, check 59, cover.
Now it's Smith. Short throw to Disley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Smith here, an audible at the line. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. To throw is Smith. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
120 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's Smith. And Walker has it. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 50-yard line.
Hey, alone,
Smith Smith's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quran Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays and fire another one into the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, we go.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Smith to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Seattle.
So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was thanks largely due to the play of the quarterback, CD, a guy who's been doing it for a while, and that's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we say so. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Power. Go 14.
Wilson going to come out throwing. And that is incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
50, 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Buying time. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Moore. He will return it. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33. In motion, the tight end. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, showing something different? Either way.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Javonte Williams. And off the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 83 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and through by Myers. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? You know, they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, hey, left that, left that. Took right. Right.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he's loose at the 40. He'll have the first down and more than that. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Tyler Lockett. He might take this all the way. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Seahawks 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Judy. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
3rd and 7.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Smith on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Now Gino on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3rd and 12. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 80-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now Smith going to change the play. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
13X. Too good.
To throw on second down is Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
53.
Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To the air again, Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Let's go. Double count right here. Double count.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
There we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 21.
Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Good guys. 4 down. 4 down. You guys, listen. Strike.
Looking to throw. Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And now the rookie's free. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give for Walker running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 25 yards. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll get this down to the 38.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Double count right here, double count.
Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Sticking with Walker on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Smith going to move him around. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. And Walker once more. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for the lead in the final stages. Myers' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This is 1st and 10.
18. 36 power. Good shot.
Now Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
0.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. He's throwing the football today. Almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Wilson to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Here's Wilson. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st down.
Alert, 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 alert. Check, check. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we got free football. 4 quarters done. So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Wilson. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Patrick. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 101 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. On the counter, here's Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge this time. They get him behind the line. Williams will try again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they're there with a 3-point lead. They can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.